What's going on, guys? I just got done customizing my 6-wheel truck to actually be a 6x6. So I originally built this guy about a year ago. It was a 4x6, there was no power to the rear. It still looked really cool in the videos and stuff, and it blew a lot of people's mind just because they haven't seen a Losi LMT 6x6 before, or 4x6, 6 wheels. Still cool, watch the video here. So yeah, as you guys saw in the video, it handled surprisingly well for being a 4x6 with a lot of extra weight in the back. It looked cool. I think it caught a lot of people off guard. They've never seen another Losi LMT 6-wheel truck before. A lot of people did dog on me though, that they were like, oh, there's no power to the rear, it's a 4x6, whatever. It still was cool, unique. So I had to shut up all the haters and make it 6x6. So then earlier this year, I had the idea of what if I built a crane attachment for the back to pull another Losi LMT monster truck into a jump and do a flip. I was like, it could work. You don't know if you don't try, right? So I ended up welding up this little crane attachment back here and hooked it up to another truck, and it worked. Watch the little clip right here. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I always like taking a vision and then making it happen. So yeah, after that, there was never really an easy way to power the back wheels. There were ways it was just timely and costly, and I didn't really have the time to, build a whole custom axle. So I just kind of put that off for a while, and then the Losi LMT 2.0 came out, and their new axle housings are actually a 2-piece rather than their 3-piece design. So I'll show you guys a little up close. So the original housing design was 1 solid piece for the back, and then 3 pieces for the front, 1, 2, 3. So there wasn't really a good way of converting the original axle housing into what I needed. And then the 2.0 housings came out. So they had the solid rear and then a full 1-piece front that looks like this. So what I was able to do is do 1 for the back and 1 for the front. So I was able to bolt them right up to each other. Had to shave some internal pieces down to get it to fit. And then all you gotta do is just put another pinion on the other side, and everything lines up pretty good. As you see, that's a custom upper link mount I made. Pretty quick, just milled it out out of some 6061 aluminum. Pretty beefed up, did it quick and dirty, but it gets the job done. Because the housing itself, the opposite side right here that you're not using is the side that has the upper link mounts. So I kind of had to get creative here, and I just bolted it up to where the sway bars would mount up to, and it works. I had to machine out these custom lower links here just because they needed to be a little bit longer than the already extended wheelbase of the 2.0 truck. Up on top, they're just the standard links from the original LMT. I think they're the lower links. I can't even really remember now. But it was kind of difficult to get the correct spacing to try and keep the housings kind of parallel with each other. Originally, I had it where the links were a little shorter, and the rear diff was just pointing down. And then the other thing was the drive shaft itself I had to cut down a little bit. And the first time I did it, when the suspension would flex, it would pop out. So I had to make sure that was the right length. And then for the rear diff itself, the only thing I had to do back there was swap the internal diff opposite of what it would be, and I had to shave down one little piece inside the housing also. So from the original that you guys saw at the beginning of the video that I made a year ago, and even the first time that I added the tow crane hook on the back, I would mount these plates back a little further right here, so it would move this hole back in about a quarter or half inch. But since I needed that extra length for the drive shaft and everything to kind of line up, I didn't have a lot of time. I could have made some, better custom way to mount the whole rear chassis to the other one. But I ended up just bolting it down here. And then I have these already existing mounts back here for the crane. And then I just added another hole here. So everything's kind of tied in to the frame here, and then holding on to the crane piece. So it'll work. It'll be solid. So this truck itself, 95% of the time, I'm just running it like a regular truck, regular LMT. This normally just has my C10 Big America body on it, and it's pretty easy to just put on the rear end, the extra 2 tires back here. You just unbolt it from right here and here, and then the whole rear end just slides off. It was more easier to do when I just had the regular housing back here and had the floating rear end, because then I would just be ready to go. But now I have to swap back out to my other traditional axle, but still not too bad. Maybe the whole thing takes 15-20 minutes to swap back out to the regular truck. That's also new, coming in the next video. Be ready, zombie. So guys, I'm gonna leave a link in the description of the body, where to get the semi-truck body, the Losi LMT 2.0 housings, and that's about it. If you guys do want to make this yourself, if you don't have a milling machine, you're gonna have to get a little creative on how to mount those upper links. I'm sure there's other ways to work around that. Same with the lower links too. You might be able to find some, or those aren't too hard to make. Other than that, yeah, you're just gonna need to get a 2-pack of the housings. And then if you guys don't already have, like I had a couple spare housings laying around, you're gonna have to, it gets kind of costly of all the stuff you need to put together. Extra chassis plates, a couple extra shocks, a whole nother rear housing, 2 extra tires. So it does add up if you don't already have the parts laying around. But it's a fun build, a fun project. If you guys are willing to do it, it's a pretty cool, unique thing. So yeah, that's it, guys. Not another one like it. It's unique. That's what I like to do. Be different, stand out. I can't wait to go take it out maybe in a week or two and see how it handles different from when it was just the 4x6. Maybe I'm going to be able to do some other stunts and stuff that I wasn't able to do before. I really wanted to make it where I could do a wheelie. A 6x6 wheelie would be so sick. But I don't think the rear tires are going to have enough power going through the other diff and going all the way back. But we'll see. Yeah, you don't know if you don't try. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Tune back in shortly to watch this thing ripping around. Thanks. Peace.